Hey everybody, this is Daniel Butts, CEO of the Travel Party. I got a guest with me today, John Malinowski, and so we are here just hanging out. It's pretty casual, and we're going to go through a few things today. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, travel, and crowdfunding. Some of those you may know about, some of them you may not. They're three huge trends, and we're going to show you how they all fit together in the Travel Party. That's what we're going to do today, and we'll probably start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's pretty exciting right now. It just hit an all-time high, and I was one of the biggest skeptics of Bitcoin for a long time. Now I'm one of the biggest fans. Like, I am so behind Bitcoin, and I'll let you guys know why. And I'm going to introduce John Malinowski here. He's with me. We're going to talk. I don't know. I'm losing what to say. I'm glad we're just hanging out. We're going to talk about Bitcoin right now. He's got a lot to say about Bitcoin. And I'm going to ask you a question right off the hop, John. What's Bitcoin? What is Bitcoin? People want to know. What is it?
Bitcoin is a decentralized cryptocurrency. And what that simply means is that it's a currency that is based on a peer-to-peer algorithm that basically can't be hacked. And that means that governments can't interfere with it. It means that hackers can't interfere with it. And there's only going to be so many Bitcoins introduced into the marketplace in overall, which is kind of like, think of it like gold. Like, the reason why gold has such a value is because there's a limited amount of it. Well, there's an algorithm that is running across thousands and thousands of computers, all peer-to-peer network across the world, that's creating this cryptocurrency. And each computer in these thousands of computers creates a little hashtag on the creation of a Bitcoin. So if you were to try to hack it, you'd have to hack all those thousands of computers simultaneously, and there's no computer in the world fast enough or strong enough to do it. But ultimately, what it does is those machines are creating Bitcoins, which is kind of like a bar of gold, so to speak. And there's only going to be so many of them, and it's supply and demand. This cryptocurrency is digital. It's instantaneous. You get a wallet, a digital wallet, if you know what that is, and your wallet can receive these coins, and you can do it anonymously. So there's your name's not on it or anything else. It's instantaneous. There's a ledger of it, so you can see the transactions. If someone says they sent money to you, you can actually verify it. They can verify it. And the thing about it is that it has no borders, so you can send money all over the world. There's no processing fees. I mean, there's a small fee, is what's called a mining fee, but I'm not going to get into that. And then the mining is really just the collaboration of all these different computers working together. They call that mining, and they're the ones that actually create these Bitcoins. But there's only going to be, I think, what is it, 24 million Bitcoins in the world or something like that, and that's all they'll ever produce. And to give you an idea how valuable this is, when it first started out, literally somebody bought, like, one of the first purchases was a pizza, and they gave 10,000 Bitcoins for one pizza. And of course, Bitcoins were like probably under a penny a piece at that time, right? So they gave 10,000 Bitcoins. However, Bitcoin a couple of years ago actually reached a peak of $1,500 a Bitcoin. So, you know, that pizza was over $10 million of value at that point. So, and here we are today. It's going around the world now. Banks and municipalities and countries and governments and companies are all accepting Bitcoin and looking at it because it's safer currency. You know, whereas the government can go out and print, or the Fed can go out and print more money, nobody can create Bitcoins at will. They cannot steal your value by creating more, which is what inflation is, right? If you have a fiat currency, it's based on how many dollars are in circulation if you're in the US. And the more dollars they print, you know, people think that the cost of goods in your house and all those things, the expense went up. But in reality, what's happening is they've printed more money, which made the money you had worth less. So they're really kind of stealing your money, you know. And since the US went off the gold standard in 1977, they've done this to the point where a dollar now is like 1,700% less value than it was in 77. And cryptocurrency, like I said, it's worldwide. There's 3 billion people online now. Another 2.5 billion going to come online in the next however many years, 5 to 10 years. you send it instantaneously. So if I wanted to pay you, I could send a Bitcoin or a fraction of it. Now, again, a Bitcoin might be worth $1,200 right now. However, it doesn't mean you have to spend $1,200 to get a Bitcoin. You can actually buy them in fractions. For example, you could buy 2 cents worth of a Bitcoin. It would just be 0.000002 whatever, you know, and that would be your fraction of a Bitcoin. So you can buy any type of goods. And a matter of fact, I just bought some computer equipment from newegg.com with Bitcoins. I paid them with Bitcoins. I didn't have to use a currency. I've bought gift cards on Amazon with Bitcoins. Here locally, I can go to ATM machines now. This is how far it's come along. I can go to ATM machines any direction I drive, 10 minutes. I can find an ATM machine not only to buy Bitcoins, but also to redeem cash, US currency, in exchange for Bitcoins I already own in my digital wallet. And then think about this. If you travel at all, you don't have to worry about carrying money through the airport. You can take $1 million on a single piece of equipment or store it in the cloud, and you have a Bitcoin wallet. No matter where you go in the world, you have those Bitcoins. And the nice thing about it is when you convert those Bitcoins in whatever currency you're in, you don't have all the fees that banks are going to charge you for currency exchange, or, you know, you don't have to delay and wait for them to exchange it and send you the money, that type of thing. But the benefits are extreme, and it's estimated right now that Bitcoins will go to a value of, they're speculating. This is, of course, I don't have a crystal ball. However, I kind of believe it. I believe that Bitcoins could go to $13,000 in value by the end of this year. That's what they're saying. So they're trading at right about 1,200 right now, or 1,250. And matter of fact, they've gone up in the last 2 months from $750 all the way up to 1,250, 1,280, and we're almost at 1,300, you know, today. And I think if anything, you should always hedge in some way. I'm not saying take all your money and put it into Bitcoin. I'm saying you should own some just in case. So sorry for the long-winded explanation, but hopefully that gave you a little overview.
No, that's all. You mentioned a number of, and one of the things is saying Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency. It's a currency just like fiat money, which is our dollars, right? I'm in Canada, so it's Canadian dollars. Hey, one more thing. You guys are wondering why there's 2 beds in the back. I'm in a hotel room. I'm in Vancouver, right? And you know what? I paid for this hotel using Bitcoin. Actually, I paid for it using Bitcoin. And
straight to the hotel?
Right to the, well, no, I used, oh, this is terrible. I just wanted to make sure it would work. I used Expedia. And you know what? We're going to get into this a little later. I could have saved $100 for 3 nights if I used our own booking engine, but I wanted to see if it worked, and it did. I paid for this room with Bitcoin. Now I have another way I can pay with Bitcoin, because I got this credit card that I'm going to get tomorrow, actually. I've been watching DHL, and I load it with Bitcoin, and it's a Visa. So I can pay for hotels. I can pay for hotels, excuse me, even in our own booking engine with our co-op with this credit card. So it's a way that I can use Bitcoin like anywhere. It's amazing. It's really cool.
So anywhere Visa's accepted, you can use that card.
Anywhere. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, and we have that in the US as well. It's called BitPay, and you can get a credit card. And I just ordered mine. Matter of fact, I've been checking the mail every day too.
Yeah, there's BitPay in the US, and there's a Shift card as well, and that's for the US too. And this crypto pay is everywhere but the US. So it's global, like you say, and there's different exchangers and different cards you can use depending on where you live in the world. There's Spanish ones for Latin America and different places, and there's different things in Asia, but Bitcoin is totally global. It's awesome. One of the things I was thinking today, though, when you mentioned cryptocurrency, it's a currency just like a US dollar or Canadian dollar, and our dollars go up and down, right, depending on what happens. And but I was thinking of today, I was thinking, you know, like way back when currency used to be like goats and stuff, like some goats and cows, or I'll give you some goats for something, right, for pottery or whatever, right? And then it changed, and then it's like gold and silver. But even today I was thinking, like, yeah, gold and silver is still a currency but we don't bring a brick of gold somewhere and say, hey, I want that for this, right? Even gold and silver, even if you own it, it's probably not in your house. You probably own it, and you're just hoping it's where it's supposed to be, right? Because it's all you I don't know where it is. It's supposed to be somewhere, but we own it like online, right? We buy a bunch of gold and it's just yeah. And so that's
supposed to be in Fort Knox here in the US.
Yeah, right. And and it's used as a currency. And then we got paper money that's used as a currency. Well, think about how different it was when you went from goats to gold or silver, some metal. Like people are thinking, I'm going to use metal for a currency. And then it went from metal to a piece of paper. Come on, like imagine the first people that saw a piece of paper and they're like, no way, I'm sticking with gold, man. I'm not using a piece of paper that can be burned. It's worthless. And now there's another big shift, cryptocurrency, right? And Bitcoin was the first one to come about. And it's really cool. I was super skeptical, but when I saw Microsoft was taking Bitcoin, Home Depot was taking Bitcoin, Dell Computers, Virgin, there's like Starbucks, Subway, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that are coming on board, or big companies, Fortune 500 companies that are coming on board. And I was like, why? And I took a look at it. And one of the things you mentioned, there's no fraud, because credit cards, there's so much credit card fraud. It's crazy. And there's chargebacks and huge processing fees to use credit cards on both ends, right? They ding you on both ends. And Bitcoin doesn't, cryptocurrency, well, Bitcoin in particular doesn't have any credit card fraud, no chargebacks. Once you send it, it's sent. And it takes like a second. You'll hear a beep and you'll hear a beep on the other end and it's done. That transaction took place. So that's a lot of money that companies are going to save by not worrying about credit card fraud and chargebacks. And guess who pays for that? The end consumer ends up paying for it because it inflates the prices of everything. So now what they're able to do, because there's no high processing fees, no credit card fraud, and no chargebacks, they can charge much less. That's how they're going to move everybody over. They're going to say, hey, you can pay by credit card, or you can save 30% or 20% if you pay by Bitcoin, because there's no fees and chargebacks and no risk, right? And once I saw that, I went, wow, this is like a dream for anyone that needs to accept any form of payment, whether you're a company owner or family members or anything. So yeah, I went from one of the biggest skeptics to one of the biggest fans right away. Anyway, Bitcoin is awesome. It's really cool. And we decided to use it because it's global. We don't have to worry about chargebacks or credit card frauds. There's countries that we couldn't even deal with if we were just taking credit cards, like Nigeria, like India. There's a whole bunch of companies, but now that we're using Bitcoin, we have hundreds and hundreds of people from Nigeria in our company and India. We can help people anywhere in the world. And so Bitcoin is awesome. If you don't believe me,
you bring up a good
Google
point.
it. Yeah,
Daniel, you bring up a really good point. You know, one of the things you're referring to, which is bigger than most people realize, is being able to make the unbankable bankable. You know, this allows people that don't have access to banks, or maybe they can't have a bank account. They can have cryptocurrency wallet. It's free to create, and they can receive it on their phone and instantly transact business and all over the world. And they say that, like, they're in Mexico, I think it is. I think it's Mexico. They have the M-Peso. Is that right? Or where is that? That's one of the biggest digital money transaction processes in the world. And it was because there were so many people that were kind of unbankable, and they were using their phones, and everything's mobile. And they started this called M-Peso. And, you know, Bitcoin is global, so it's all over the world. This is like 3 billion people that instantly can start using it. It's pretty awesome.
It's super awesome. I was muted. Hey,
Yeah.
I don't want to spend like the whole time on Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin is super cool. I just wanted you guys to know why we're using Bitcoin. We want it to be totally global. One of the wallets John was talking about is called the blockchain wallet. When you log in, it says be your own bank. I love that. Be your own bank. It's really cool. So what I'm going to do is, I'm itchy. But what I'm going to do is show you guys, we're called the Travel Party, right? There's a travel co-op. Now, the whole point of the travel co-op, it's a community of people. It's not about making money on travel. It's about getting the best prices on travel. So like if you think of a co-op, the only one I can think of is kind of like Costco. You buy a membership and you get great deals. You can only get great deals if you get a membership, right? So when any kind of co-op is a number of people that get together and they get access to things that they normally wouldn't be able to get access to because they're pooling their resources together. And we're going to get access to some booking engines that aren't available, well, that the public doesn't have access to. It just wouldn't be financially feasible because it costs so much to get access to these booking engines. But if we all put in a little bit, all of a sudden we can afford to get access to them. So I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you just a few examples of our travel party booking engine. And oh, I got to share my screen first. So I'm going to go back here. Nope, I'm not going to go there. I'm going to go back here. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and entire screen, share. Okay, so now you should see my entire screen. Can you see my screen, John?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, perfect. So with that said, right now we're in the back office of the Travel Party, and this is actually Steve Segrim's site. I'm in his back office, and let me see. Trivago, I've been having some weird issues with Trivago lately. This is what I'm going to use to compare. I'm going to try and use it to compare our booking engine with Trivago, because what Trivago does. Okay, let's go. Well, we're in March now, so we'll go to April 15th, or let's go. No, let's go April 12th till the 19th, which is 1 week, and we'll go double room. Oh, and we got to put somewhere. We're going to go. Let's go to Playa del Carmen. That's in Mexico. And it's the Mayan Riviera. It's beautiful. So we got the 12th to the 19th, double room. Okay, so it looks like it's working. Let's see. So now we're going to go to the booking engine here. I'll go to this one. I'm just going to show you a couple of things because I don't want to spend forever on here. Forever. I don't want to like take all the time here. I just want to show you the value that you're going to receive being a member of our co-op. So you can look at hotels, cruises, cars, activities, and you can get flights with cars or hotels, not by themselves. Let's just look at hotels right now. So we're going to Playa del Carmen, Mexico, and we said April 12th till the 19th. We're going to pick the exact same dates, and we're going to go search now. And what this does is it searches kind of like Trivago searches, except it doesn't add the extra pricing, which you're going to see in a second. Well, hopefully, if everything works how it's supposed to work. There's a place here. I'm just going to try one more thing here because there's one place that I usually find. I'm going to go Riviera Maya, Mexico. And no, so let's just go back, Playa del Carmen, and I think the 5s came up on the top. Usually whatever comes up on top is the best. So I'm just going to look it up quickly. I'm going to go the 5s hotel, and I'm going to go into Trivago. Usually the best comes to the top. It just makes it easier. Let's see. Nothing. So we'll just get rid of that and go, we'll go 5s because it might be, no, that's 5s by Charisma. Let's see. No, that's different. Okay, let's go somewhere else. Let's go. I don't want to spend all day here trying to find something. So let's go Los Cabos, which is also in Mexico. And we're using the same dates. You can tell I didn't rehearse or anything for this. This is totally live. This is okay. So let's look at the Hilton Los Cabos Beach and Resort. So we'll look up Hilton. Want to compare apples with apples. Okay, so look at this. So here it is. Hilton Los Cabos Beach and Golf Club or whatever, right? And so Trivago found Expedia to be the lowest price. Prestigia is $576. If I go more deals, there's 18 more it found. So it found Travelocity at $575, Expedia $575, Hotels.com. They're all $575, and then it starts going up from there. So that's the lowest price online. It says it's 26% savings. Excuse me. Oh, this is Canadian. I got to change this to American. Sorry. I got to compare US dollars. Okay, here it is. So it's 430 US dollars. Let's go to, I want one that's going to keep it in US dollars. So this is 430, same price. So let's go to hotels.com, and I think hotels.com will keep it in US dollars. Sometimes I go to Expedia and they don't. Okay, so can I change it back? Yeah, right up here. So I can go US dollars. Whoa, that's weird, eh? United States. Let's try this. And then we'll try and go US dollars. Nope, it doesn't want to do it. Okay, so we won't use this one. We'll try Expedia and see what happens. Sometimes I have an issue trying to turn it to US dollars. This one's going to do the same thing. I changed it to Canadian. And I want to change it. I'm going to try and trick it. I'll go .com. Continue. There we go. Okay, and we were going April 12th to April 19th. Go. And are we in the right place? Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to reserve this because you got to go through the whole process and find out what it is after taxes and fees, because sometimes it looks like it's less, but when you compare it after taxes and fees, we're much less. So here it is. This is for a week. This is obviously like a super nice place. It's $3,049.97 after taxes. $3,049. Okay, let's see what we're going to be. So this is the exact same place, exact same dates, 12th to the 19th. We're going to go book it. Look at this, guys. Wow. Okay, what was that? $3,049. Look at what we are after taxes and fees. $1,982. That's over $1,000 less. So I mean, that could make the difference for you, being able to go to a 5-star resort or not being able to go to a 5-star resort. That can make it affordable, right? So I just want you guys to see the value. That's huge value there. That's massive value. I'll show you one more thing that's kind of cool. I found this the other day. Hopefully it works now. Check this out. I checked out cars in Cancun, because when you go to Playa del Carmen or Acamel or anywhere like that, we'll use the same dates. We'll do it for a week. So we'll go April 12th. You want to take a car because a taxi is really expensive in a van. So we're going to look up, watch this. Hopefully it's the same as before. No, it's not. It's way more. Okay. It's $9 a day. So I'm telling you, I just looked this up and it was $1 a day. But $9 a day is still really good. That's like 9 times 7, $60, $70 for the week. And I pay that for 2 days here. So anyway, I just wanted to show you the value. And then there's cruises. You got all kinds of cruises. If you go to best savings, here's a cruise, a 4-night cruise, Baja, Mexico, $199. 4 nights, 214. So they start around $199 for a cruise, which is awesome. You can get cruises, all kinds of stuff. But I don't want to spend a lot of time here. I just wanted you guys to see the value. And I mean, $3,049 for the week, and we get it for $1,900. That's insane. That's crazy. So the next thing I want to show you, oh, I should tell you what you, okay, just get rid of that. I should tell you what it costs to get access to this travel party co-op. It's only 0.025 of a Bitcoin. And I know some of you might not know what a Bitcoin is yet. But like we were just saying, a Bitcoin is around $1,200 right now. So that works out to around $29 a month to get access to, imagine if you just saved $1,000, like how many months is that? Actually, Eric just went to, a friend of mine, Eric, just went to Maui, and he booked through our booking engine because he's one of our members, our co-op members. And he said he booked for a week and saved $40 a night. So that's $280. And he's a thrifty car rental, I don't know, thrifty blue chip car rental member or something. So he's supposed to get these great rates. Well, our rates for the car rental was $140 less for the week. So he saved $420 in a week. So how many months is that for your membership, right? It's worth it for like the $29 or whatever it is. So the other thing we have, we're a travel co-op. We're a community of people that like to save money, but we also like to, help the environment, help people in a humanitarian way. And so we put together a crowdfunding platform, which I'm going to show you right now, that helps you do this. And here it is, the Travel Party Team of 39. I'm going to show you a way to make a difference in your life, in the lives of others, or even the planet. Now, you're probably familiar, like large companies, large crowdfunding companies like GoFundMe. They did $500 million almost in donations. They help people raise over $500 million in donations. Well, almost $500 million in 2014. I mean, they're huge. You got Indiegogo, CrowdRise, YouCaring.com, GiveForward. These are all companies that are crowdfunding companies that help people raise funds for whatever it is they need, whether it's a local charity, or maybe you want to send your kids somewhere for education somewhere else, or maybe you're a nonprofit organization that needs to raise funds. Maybe you have medical issues, right? Like, and did you know that 5 to 15% of your donations go to them? I was just talking to someone the other day that had a GoFundMe page, right? All they do is give you a page and say you can share this with people, and they can donate to you, right? And it cost him, he said, 17% they took off the top because they use credit cards, and we use Bitcoin, right? So we're totally global. If we're using credit cards, like I said, we couldn't even be in Nigeria or India or some of these places that really need help. So they're taking 5 to 15% right off the donations that are coming to you, that are supposed to come to you, and they charge for credit card processing fees. Now, with us, with the Travel Party crowdfunding platform, you're going to get a page just like you would with any of those companies, where you can put video. In this case, this is Steve's page, He's helping his wife Alba fight multiple sclerosis. And up to date, actually, it's more now. But when I took this screenshot, it's 30 Bitcoins, which is around, I don't know, around 35,000 US dollars. And he's already raised 7.5. Actually, I think it's 8.5 Bitcoins now, which is about 10,000. So he's about a third of the way. And it shows you your goal here, like how close you are to your goal. People can donate. There's two ways they can donate, which I'll talk about in just a sec. But you can put pictures, you can put video, you can write about what your cause is. This page goes a lot further. I couldn't take a screenshot of the whole thing. And it shows all the people that donated to you. So he has a long list of people that have donated to this cause already and helped out. Now, people can donate two different ways. They can donate right on this page, and they can donate whatever they want right to you, and it goes right to you. And you can see on the right here, it costs 0.002 Bitcoin per month to get access to this crowdfunding platform. That's about $2. It might be around $2.50 for the whole month. So rather than take parts of your donations that are coming in, you're going to receive 100% of your donations for $2 a month, which is a huge difference from all the other crowdfunding companies. So people can donate right here on this page, or maybe they want to be a part of the Travel Party crowdfunding platform and the co-op, of course, and they want to get their own page for whatever it is their needs. Maybe they have credit card debt, or like I said, maybe they want to send their kids to education somewhere. Maybe they want to raise funds for a local charity or a school, or they could be a church or a nonprofit organization, and then you would just put all your money. So they would join you, join the Travel Party directly through you. And then here's how this will work. So let's just say you just joined Steve, right? You just said, yeah, Steve, I want to donate to your cause, but I have my own cause too, and I want to set up my own page. So you're gonna donate directly to him. You're gonna join the Travel Party, right? The co-op part, and pay 0.025, which is about $29. Then you're gonna get access to that booking engine where you can save all kinds of money on all kinds of travel. And then you make a donation either directly to Steve or to someone in his crowdfunding team. And it's going to be 0.25 of a Bitcoin. That's the donation you're going to make, which is right now it's about 270. It's around $300. It might be just under $300. Bitcoin goes up and down a little bit, just like every other currency. So once you make that donation to Steve or someone on his team, you're going to be at level 1, which allows you, it unlocks level 1. So now you're able to receive 3 donations from other people, and you're going to get your own page that you can set up. So people could donate directly on that page, or if they have a cause that they want to fund, then they'll join you on your team, and they'll donate directly to you. So you're able to get 3 donations of a quarter of a Bitcoin for a total of 3/4 of a Bitcoin. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to want to go to the next level. So you pay it forward with the next 2 donations that come in, and what's going to happen is you're going to end up unlocking level 2. So by donating to someone above Steve, you're donating a half a Bitcoin to someone else. Now this unlocks level 2, where you can receive 9 donations of half a Bitcoin for a total of 4.5 Bitcoin. That's over $5,000 US, just by making 1 donation of half a Bitcoin to someone else. You're able to receive 9 donations. Now to unlock level 3, you just donate 1 Bitcoin to someone else, and the software will guide you and show you exactly who you're supposed to donate to. It keeps track of everyone so that everyone's donating to the right person. Now that's going to unlock level 3, where you can receive 27 donations of 1 Bitcoin each for a total of 27 more Bitcoins. That's over $30,000 a month. So you can see how this can be for any level, no matter what you're trying to raise funds for. If it's just a few $100s a month, you can do that here with the Travel Party crowdfunding platform. If you need more than that, you might need for medical bills or whatever, 30,000 a month. That's achievable too. You can even go to another level. You could take this to another level and donate 2 Bitcoins to someone else. And again, the software will direct you who you're supposed to donate to. That unlocks level 4. Now you can receive 81 donations of 2 Bitcoins each. That's a total of 162 Bitcoins a month. So now you're around $200,000 US a month. So I mean, we're at a level where, you know, a church or a nonprofit organization could really benefit from this. Anybody could benefit this. I mean, you could benefit from this and just start donating locally or globally, right? You could raise funds for whatever you want now. There's one more level you can unlock by donating 4 Bitcoins to the next person that the software guides you to. That unlocks level 5, where you can receive 243 donations of 4 Bitcoins. That's 972 Bitcoins a month, which is that's over $1 million a month. So just by donating 7.77 Bitcoins to a total of 5 people, that's what it adds up for those 5 people, you're able to receive 363 donations for a total of about 1,160 Bitcoins per month. That can make a huge difference in not just anybody's life, but in a lot of people's life. Imagine how many people you could bless. Imagine how many organizations you could bless. Imagine what that would do to a nonprofit organization that was now receiving that sort of income, right? I'm going to show you kind of a different way to look at this. It's called the team of 39. That's the total overview, what I just showed you. Now, this is a simple way to make this happen with a team of 39. So your first goal is to get those first 3 donations on level 1. Once you get those 3 donations, whether those people are placed from you referring people, like it might be people you know that you shared this with, and they're like, yeah, I have some things that I'd like to raise money for, and I definitely like to save on my travel, and it just makes sense, right? And they decide to join you. Or it might be someone above you, like if Steve's above you, he's already personally referred over 3 people, I think more than 7 people. So what happens is you can only have 3 people on your level 1. So it starts putting people on your level 2 and 3. So you start helping other people. And if Steve refers someone and it lands under you directly, even though Steve referred them, it pays you directly. They donate directly to you. So anyone that lands on your first level, no matter if it's from you or someone above you or even the company, you'll get the donation directly to you, no matter where they came from. So once you have those 3 donations there and you're getting 3/4 of a Bitcoin, that's going to cover your level 1 and your level 2, which means you're able to receive 9 more donations on your level 2. And what you're going to want to do, we call this 3927. 3927. If you add up 39 and 27, it equals 39. So this is your first goal. Get your team of 39, and I'll show you why. Because now you're going to help each of your 3 there get their 3, right? With people they know or people you know, or it could be people above you again or the company. People will just land there. Once you get your level 2, then you do the same thing. All those 3, you help them get 3, and that's your 3927. Once this happens, once you have 3927, you're going to be receiving 9 donations of half a Bitcoin for a total of 4.5 Bitcoin plus the 0.75. So the 0.75 is going to pay for your level 1 and your level 2. And you're going to take 1 Bitcoin of this 4.5 Bitcoins to cover level 3. So now you're able to receive donations from level 1, 2, and 3. And just from receiving donations on your level 2, you're looking at 3.5 Bitcoin in donations per month, and your level 1, 2, and 3 are all active. So that's just with the team of 39. 3.5 Bitcoin is right now about $4,000 US a month. So what could that do for your cause, right? I mean, I don't know what your cause is. It might be credit card debt. Like, you might just want to get out of debt, because we need to help ourselves before we can help others, right? If you were debt free and you had $4,000 or $10,000 a month coming in, what would you do? You could bless a lot of people with that, right? But it's really important to be out of debt first. So this is the team of 39. Now what you're going to do is each person you help, each person you help get their team of 39 on your level 3. Okay, that's the 27 people on your level 3 right here. So each person that you help get their team of 39 now, because you've already got yours, right? Your donations per month will increase by 1 Bitcoin. So I'll show you what this means. So you're going to help this guy get a team of 39 because you've already done it, right? And when he gets his team of 39, you can help him. And well, this person's going to help him, this person's going to help him, and you're going to help him. And there'll be people above that'll be helping this guy get a team of 39. It's teamwork, right? It's all of us working together. That's what I heard, teamwork. All of us. Okay, I can't remember. Achieving. Oh, I can't remember. Anyway, there's a thing that goes with it. So once you help this,
together, everyone achieves more.
Achieves more. That's it. Together, everyone achieves more. Thank you, John. And so this is a team of 39. Now your income just went up to 4.5 Bitcoin. Now let's help someone else. Now your income just went up to 5.5 Bitcoin. And this will keep happening. Now, it might not be in order. Like, some of these people won't need help. They'll just go out and be excited and do it, right? But as you help these people, each of these people that you help, your income will go up 1 Bitcoin a month for each person. Maybe 9 of these people will get a team of 39 in 1 month. Your income would go up 9 Bitcoin. That's over 10,000 in 1 month. So once these people all have a team of 39, you're looking at 27 donations of 1 Bitcoin each for a total of 27 Bitcoins. Now you're able to unlock level 4, which is 2 Bitcoins. So you end up with 25 instead of 27. You're looking at 28.5 Bitcoin per month. And your level 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all active. So let's just look at what we just did here. It's really simple. Like, all you did was focus on getting your 3, right? And you're going to have help doing that from people above and the company and everybody. And then you help them get 3 and help them get 3. That's it. A team of 39. And then what did you do? You helped other people get a team of 39. And just by doing that, your income went to 28.5 Bitcoins per month. That's over $30,000 US per month. Just by doing this simple task of a team of 39. And we're not even talking about level 4 and 5 here. I'm just showing you how to get paid, like how to get donations up to your level 3. And that's it. And I think, yeah, that's the end of this one. So I'm going to stop sharing right now. Is that exciting or what?
That's awesome. You know, one thing I think many people don't realize is that a crowdfunding project could be anything. You know, you could even go into the travel engine, design your dream vacation, you know, whether that has a private jet and, you know, top of the line 5-star hotel and wherever for a month long, and figure out how much that would run you. And then maybe you'd make that your campaign, you know, that you want to fund your own trip, right? It all ties together nicely. So excellent.
And in the back office, like, believe me, it's not set up so that you can only have one campaign or one cause or one project or one mission. You can start a new one. You could even start the same one over again if you found, hey, you know what, it wasn't enough. You could set a new target with the same one and add more. You can even add a different one. Like maybe your mission was just to pay off a credit card or go on vacation. Well, once that's accomplished, you can go start a new project, and you can have as many as you want, and you can just keep starting new projects. It's kind of fun and it feels good. There's something that feels good about doing good. You know what I mean? Like I was involved in a company once where it was a company where we were selling stuff. But get this, it's not what you think. We were selling stuff, but we were selling a bag of food. So, and I was buying bags of food too. So rather than buy something that maybe I wouldn't necessarily need or use, I was buying this 9-pound bag of food every month. Actually, I was buying 2 of them, that each of them fed 30 starving kids a month. How cool is that? And then I made a bit of a profit on it too, just by getting other people to feed starving kids. It was like an awesome project, and it was social entrepreneurship. And social entrepreneurship is really cool, and it's about being in business, but at the same time, you're doing something for humanity or the planet, right? There's some reason, right? So like Tom's Shoes, for instance, that became huge. How? Every time you bought a pair of shoes, they would make sure someone that didn't have shoes got some. Every time someone didn't have shoes, that's a social entrepreneurship, and it's really cool. So you can succeed by helping others. And originally, when we were looking at the Travel Party Foundation, which we created, and that's something else. We were just going to use that. But like other companies, there's a lot of companies that'll take 10 or 20% off the top, and they'll donate to some local charity. But guess what? They're picking the charity. And this way, what's cool about this crowdfunding project is it's helping people wherever they are. So we're helping our community of people locally, right? We're helping locally because wherever you are, that's where you're getting help, and or you're helping locally, right? So we can help locally and globally this way. And it's not us deciding, it's our whole community deciding what to do with these funds, which is super cool. With that, we've been on here almost an hour. Like, time flies when you're having fun, right? So I hope you guys see how this all ties together. These are like 3 huge trends: Bitcoin, travel, and crowdfunding. Travel's a $9 trillion industry. It can be used not just for having fun. I mean, we all like to have fun and de-stress. It's good for that, but it's educational too. I took my kids recently, well, my family, my wife and kids, we went to Mexico, and we spent a day looking at the pyramids and Chichen Itza and looking at history and stuff. It's really cool. I remember when I was a kid, my grandparents took me to Cairo, Tel Aviv, and then Cairo, and I saw the pyramids, and I still remember them like they were today, and the Sphinx, and I learned a lot about history. I went to Ephesus, which there's tons of history on this. I couldn't believe it. This is a town that archaeologists dug up, and they had sewage systems and apartments, and they had this thing in the middle. They had this big square with this beautiful, it was like a fountain, and they probably had fish in there and everything. And then they had all these seats around, and I was like, what's this beautiful place? And they said, this is the toilet. I was like, what? I was like, yeah. And they used to get their servants to come and warm up the seats because they were all stone, right? And then they would come there and they would sit there and talk like while they're doing their thing, right? That was a different way to do stuff back then. But I learned this stuff when I was a kid. So like travel is super educational. And then we have the crowdfunding, then they can fit right in. In a lot of instances, a lot of the crowdfunding has to do with travel. You'll end up traveling, and this way you'll be part of our co-op and our community. We're a community of people that want to do good for each other and the world and the environment, and we want to save money on travel so that we can spend it on other things, more meaningful things. And we use Bitcoin because it's global. So everything ties in here. It's super awesome, and we want you to be a part of our community. Any last words?
I have one last thing I want to add is, the things you're going to remember in your life are going to be the experiences you've had and the impact you've made. And we tie it all together right here. This is, when you travel, have an amazing experience. Travel, have a luxury travel, have one that's going to be memorable and one that's going to be stress-free, and how do you fund that? How do you make that happen? And then making an impact, making those donations or contributing to causes, or, make your trip part of your contribution to whatever you're going to do. If you're going to give money to children that need food or something, make a trip there, make a trip out of it, go there and visit them and make your contribution, so yeah, exciting stuff.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, John. It was fun hanging out with you, and we had fun hanging out with you. We're going to do a lot more hangouts, so keep in touch. And remember, what we can't do alone, we can do together.